Well, I'm gonna say this, man. Beefing with 50 is good business. Numbers is up, podcast is up, engagement is up. Beefing with 50, I wish I would have known this a long time ago. We could go a couple more rounds.
No.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the MREC and Rib Show. Rec, you here?
Yes, sir. What's happening, Rip?
Listen, man, another day, another opportunity to get to this content, man. Apparently, TMZ ran down on Maino and asked him about his beef with 50, okay? And according to Maino, he says beefing with 50 is great for business. This is what Maino says, man. So again, for those who are lost, a couple of weeks ago, 50 and Netflix dropped their Diddy docuseries, The Reckoning. Of course, Maino is just one of many to speak on this docuseries, and we already know 50. Anytime someone speaks on his business, he's going to use it as a campaign. So let's listen to this clip from Maino and hear what he had to say about his beef with 50 Cent, man. Let's check this clip out.
Oh, 50's been saying, he's coming for everybody. Everyone has jokes. He's coming for everyone.
Right.
And he said that he wants to buy into your podcast. Take us through that.
Well,
and, I'm assuming, that must have been kind of good press for you.
Well, I'm gonna say this, man. Beefing with 50 is good business. Numbers is up, podcast is up, engagement is up. Beefing with 50, I wish I would have known this a long time ago. We could go a couple more rounds.
No way.
100%. Yeah.
Were you surprised to see that, or?
Because it wasn't something that I was normally practicing. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't about, having an issue with anybody. But since we got a podcast, let's rap about it. It's good for business. But he said he wanted to buy half the podcast. Now, I'm saying if you want to buy half the podcast, I'm the person you need to see about that. I'm the guy you got to see about that.
I mean, do you think he was being facetious or was
he say he don't cap? He say he don't cap, so I should be receiving a phone call, right, saying, "Yo, what's up with this podcast?" Because I'm the guy. If you want to buy half the podcast, listen, I'm the guy.
Right. I mean, we just saw Joe and Jada. We just saw Breakfast Club on Netflix.
What did I just tell you? Beefing with 50, beefing with Curtis is good business.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
that's it.
Well, what do you think is next for you guys? Do you plan on having an actual sit down with him? Possibly.
I'm not planning nothing in that area. I'm just going by based off of what was said.
Correct.
All right. So if we going by what is said, and the brothers is not capping, I'm saying, okay, if you can't buy it from nobody else but over here. So if you're saying you making these bold statements, then my phone should be ringing. What's up? What we doing?
So Maino, we have.
Talk to me, King. What's your thoughts on Maino and his comments, man? Gotta unmute your mic, King. You there?
Pardon, so.
You good, King?
Yeah. The answer was definitely well calculated, in terms of beefing with 50 Cent is good for business. Like you mentioned, engagements is up. It's almost like this beef is doing the work for them. They got a cheat code, so to speak. You know what I mean? Because 50 Cent is doing free promo. But before we really get into this, we gotta play the 50 Cent audio, because as you was playing this audio, I believe this is 50 Cent response to this audio. You know the audio I'm talking about.
Yeah, we getting ready to get into it. Yeah. I mean, Maino was talking about the business and how he's the one responsible for these type of deals. If 50 was to purchase, not only the building, but half of the podcast. Let's rap about a podcast. Now, 50, you got to watch him. He's very strategic. And when he made these claims about buying the building, people thought he was trolling. But apparently, he knows some people that know some people, y'all. Let's let's check out this this post from 50 that just came out literally moments ago, responding to these comments made by Maino, man. According to 50, he says, I don't know why these people start with me. If I wasn't me, I would leave me alone. Get your business together, guys. Check this out.
He got valid points.
Listen, not only did he make this point 50, but he brought out receipts, man. Check out this receipt from 50 Cent. Check this out, y'all.
Rent it. And I said, okay, fine. Right? He's been saying this for since October. And so he keeps trying to build it, but he won't sign the lease. He's like, I don't like these terms. I want 6 months of build out and ridiculous bullshit. We also have a partnership agreement where half of what he's building now, his media, belongs to us. But he won't tell us how much he's making and doing all these things. So half of the content he's creating, if you want to buy that too, I'll sell you half the company. He's not a business. He's insane. To me, it's worth very little to nothing. But if it works out for you, I just throw that in as a sweetener. Okay? So what I'm trying to say is he signed a lease with me. Right now he owes, I'm going to say in a short way, at least $80,000, if not $180,000. The monthly rent on the old lease, not this, I want to rent it. And I said, okay, fine. Right? He's been saying this.
Uh-oh. God damn. Talk to me, Rex. What's going on out here?
Got the landlord on the phone. Like, yo, look, homie, whoever it is, Jim Jones or Maino, but I believe it's Jim Jones. I want you to pull up this 50 Cent post where he said Jim Jones wired the money. 50 Cent got like a blue blazer on.
I got you, pal. Ta-da.
Okay. So it says, so Jim wired the $200K over. Okay, cool. He may turn out to be a good tenant after all. Samuel, if you need me to make them pay, just give me a ring. I'm here. All right. So now let's go back to Maino saying, in order for 50 to buy half of the podcast, he got to come see him. You see where I'm going with it? Like,
right.
Which one is it? Is it Jim Jones? Is it Maino? What's your thoughts, Kane?
Well, to be fair, when Maino addressed it earlier this week on Angela Yee's show, right? He said he knew nothing about any of this as far as money being owed, right? So it's obvious. Maino, I'm not sure who's in contact with the person who owns the building, but according to this receipt, homie feel like he being strong-armed. You know what I mean? Take over the building. Business has to be done a certain way. We just heard about the news of podcasting now transitioning to Netflix.
Yes, sir.
Right? You just seen TMZ, raise that question to Maino, but he's saying that, it's a smart business move to beef with 50. Listen, you got to have everything, you know what I mean? You got to have everything in order, because how could you argue with the audio we just got?
Listen, man, you got to have your business right. Like 50 said, the landlord said, me being a landlord, in terms of owning property, it's a lot of business you got to make sure is intact, because somebody could pull a rug right from underneath you. You know what I mean? Pull that rug and snatch that plug and turn your lights off, turn your water off. Literally. You feel me? So when you go on the war, man, you got to have all your ducks in a row. Because when you beefing with like a 50 Cent, oh, he's going for the gusto. You know what I mean? He's not going for leg shots and limb shots. He's going for head shots, dome shots. Okay? So,
Right now, 50's and his brand is bulletproof. I said this in my video yesterday, you know, ironically, for those who remember the video game, Bulletproof, but anyone who's been able to take a shot at 50, at least in the past month, you know, it's not looking good. You know what I mean? Because again, 50 and his fans, you know, the machine behind 50, his brand it's major, you know? And it's to the point where, you know, if you don't have that star power behind you, if you don't have that machine, that fan base behind you, you're going to look crazy. And that's a great way to transition to one person who just basically waved the white flag.
Yes, hold on. Before you transition real quick, I want to say this, though. I want people to know, you know, and salute the Maino, being from Brooklyn. Brooklyn is not backing down from nobody. I want people to know that. That's a fact. And salute to Troy Ave. Brooklyn is not backing down to nobody. And, you know, make sure you check for that exclusive interview on MREC TV. Troy Ave responding to running into Maino at the Bud fight versus Canelo exclusive. Now
we seen a video. We seen that video.
Yeah, it's viral, super viral. You know what I mean? But we could transition to Marlon, who was waving the white flag.
Yeah. Because he understands, you know, choose your opponents wisely, as they would say, right? Salute world, I need y'all to do me a favor right now and check out the homie Hotep's latest video, The Way It Be. All right, he's one of the hottest rappers coming out of the city of Baltimore right now. So hit the link in the description and let him know that Rip sent you. All right, y'all. Peace.
You ever had them days hit the up and down when you look up, it ain't nobody around? Remember days we was broke, ain't have a dime, having motion, I can tell you about them now. When you patient, only thing you chase is time. You can't get it back, we'll put it in rewind. That's the reason why I meditate, the same reason I can fly. 7 grams of side, poured up like 3 lines, that's the way that it be.
Listen, y'all, public service announcement. This Thanksgiving 2025, MREC and myself will be releasing a comedy stand-up special titled MREC and Rip Presents Mark Prince, Go Stand in the Corner. All right, now for those who are unfamiliar with comedian Mark Prince, he is one of the original members of the Knockout Kings of Comedy brand, a brand that was created by comedian Reggie Curl, rest in peace, as well as comedian Scruncho. Okay, now I'm about to bless y'all with a preview of this comedy stand-up special, and if you like what you see, make sure to hit the link in the description so y'all can set your reminder for Thanksgiving Day. All right, so y'all can check out this exclusive premiere of this comedy stand-up special titled MREC and Rip Presents Mark Prince, Go Stand in the Corner. All right, with that being said, check out this preview. Let me know what you think, and I'll see y'all on Thanksgiving Day. All right, y'all. Peace.
Hey, so you looking for a boat? I got like a 70-foot 2 yacht in here. Just come on in here and look. Just come in here. Hold on, let me turn the light off. Hey, look at it! It even got a secret trap door. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't mind these signs right here. Don't even look at that. We can take that off when you come in for $5,000 down. How can I do prices so cheap? Because sometimes I steal shit, but don't worry about that. I sailed in here from Compton this afternoon. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I got on it, I sailed it here, everything was great. The wind, see the sails, they still work. Don't worry about that. The windows, don't even look at that. All you need is a steering wheel. Somebody took the steering wheel. Don't even look at that. It's got 1 engine. Don't worry about that. Or if you want to sail back and forth to like Mexico, don't worry about that. $5 right now. It'll start up and everything. So come down here and call us and we'll make you a deal. Call me, I'm waiting. Don't even look at
He was at the Bud fight versus Canelo, and you and Maino bumped into each other. That shit going viral. Like,
yeah, like I was saying, that shit was cordial. It wasn't nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it'd be too much overhyped shit, and then, you know, other niggas will crash out. And like, I just posted that really to say, like, a lot of times niggas shouldn't be willing to die or kill over no shit that at the end of the day niggas gonna see each other and fucking shake hands. In 100 years, nigga, we'll all be dead. So none of this shit won't even matter. A lot of times it just be pride that got in the way. And, you know, he said some shit. I guess he thought he was defending he was defending his man. You know, I felt the weight. Like, you see, we had a cool rapport. Every time nigga would hit me to come and do a feature, I would do a feature. I think he did one for me. I came and did videos and shit for free at a time when I'm charging niggas and shit. So it was just like funny stuff for now you fuck with a nigga that's going against me. I wouldn't even do that. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't, nigga, if I got a song with a nigga, I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like doing no other shit. Nigga, I didn't sign with Rick Ross just because 50 Cent was one of my favorite rappers.
MREC TV.